Hello, sports fans. Jim Coyle with Indiana Sports Beat Radio. Thank you for stopping by our YouTube channel. Make sure to hit the subscribe and notifications toggle so you never miss a thing. All of our content up here every day. Looking forward to it. Thank you, and we'll see you on the radio. If you're looking for a great gift for the Indiana sports fan in your life, just go to isbradio.itemorder.com and you'll find plenty of options, including sweatshirts, hoodies, t-shirts, pullovers, caps, and much more, including our Welcome to the SIG 10 line that benefits the local Boys and Girls Club. That's isbradio.itemorder.com. isbradio.itemorder.com. Welcome back, Indiana Sports Beat Radio, coming to you on this Thursday, joined now by the great Bob Kravitz from bobkravitz.com. Make sure you go and become a subscriber. Good morning, sir. Good day, sir. How are you?
I'm good. I just woke up, man. So if I'm not my usual witty self, just slap me.
Well, not everybody gets to sleep all day like you do, but you deserve it. You deserve it.
I've worked hard for 40-something years.
That's
the last
exactly
year
right.
or two, not so much.
Well, you know what? It's good to take a day off here and there.
There you go. There you go.
No days off right now in college football. Is the regular season is in, and it is like gone fat crap crazy because you've got the conference championships on Saturday, which will determine everything.
Right.
The early signing period that opens yesterday. You have the transfer portal that is
Monday.
So it is all hitting at once, which is fine. This, Bob, I've said this many times. To me, this has been by far the greatest college football season in the history of college football. There are just so many teams that are a part of it. You've got the expanded playoffs. You've got so many teams that are worthy. The transfer portal has rising tide raises all boats, and we've seen a lot of boats rise, man. And Indiana is absolutely one of those. But I have enjoyed the hell out of this college football season.
Yeah, I would agree with you. And a lot of people, myself maybe included, thought that in the new world of college football that all it would do would make the rich richer and the poor poorer, and instead it's been kind of a
neutralizer.
A neutralizer. That's the word. Thank you. I haven't had my coffee is right here, but I haven't drank it yet. So you look at Boise State, who's always good, but not nationally good. You look at Indiana, God, where did they come from? So it's actually been something that's leveled the playing field, and with revenue sharing, I think that's only gonna help level the playing field and give put more emphasis on your ability to coach and procure players, as opposed to just having a ton of talent and just beating everybody with that talent.
Absolutely. And we've seen that depending upon the sport, that it doesn't matter if you have the right talent, it has to all come together. That's with coaching, that's with the talent, that's with the talent together. It all has to click together to be successful.
And what's amazing, just real quick, to look at what Cignetti has done with all these new players. And yet the basketball team, which I'm sure we'll get to, with it, the new players on its team can't get out of its own way. And that's coaching, man. That is all about coaching and culture.
Well, that has been a huge topic, but I started earlier by saying, you know what? I know what the situation is. I have my opinions on the program, what needs to happen, if a change needs to happen, but that's not a dead horse that I think I want to beat for the next 4 months, because that horse has a whisper of breath in it to get to go through the season, but some things are just painfully obvious, and it doesn't take a mental heavyweight or genius, and it doesn't take 4 years of seeing something
right
to know what you're getting.
Yeah, to me, Yeah, I think you're hinting at this. I mean, I am certainly not in any way, shape, or form convinced that Mike can do this job.
I would absolutely agree to that.
I was not. I was not overwhelmingly pleased when they hired him. I thought he was miscast in college. You know, with college basketball going through all these changes, is a 64, 65-year-old guy who's, run the long race. Is he really the right guy to lead this program into the new era? And more, I'm thinking that he's not. But we'll see. His teams historically have finished pretty strong. So I think the talent is there, Jim. I really do. I think the talent is there, but they got to figure out a way to play together, whether that means going with a one big lineup versus two. There's some things structurally they can do, but I don't know that he's the guy to do it.
I think there's only one person that I'm aware of that believes in that too big system. And I think we got a pretty good look the other night, even though it was against Sam Houston State,
right,
of what an Indiana team could look like that was not reliant on the too big system. When although Luke Goody had a coming out party, he had a career night, he hit 5 of 7 from deep.
Yeah.
He looked freer.
Yes.
He put Peyton Clark shots, but you don't see that in the Indiana offense. You don't see guys taking those shots in the Indiana offense. And I think it accidentally opened some people's eyes like, oh, wow, what if they played like that?
Yeah.
Instead of trying to
the
ball down the throat.
Didn't Renew come out and say we're probably better in with one big out there?
If he did, I didn't. I missed that. I know enough people that I talk to believe that. I believe that. College basketball seems to believe that. There's no one else does that. But again, hey, this season there's no changes are happening right now.
It's a guard oriented game. And if your guards Miles Rice, I think he's going to be a good player. Certainly he was a good player at his last stop, but boy, I haven't seen it yet. Have not seen it yet. I mean, there's the occasional flash, but he's really struggling.
Yeah, and not only that, the one thing I learned from football is that I learned that I had no idea what the Big Ten was going to be like this year. And I said that. I'm like, I don't know who's going to be good.
Right.
We thought Indiana and Purdue were going to be kind of probably the top 2 teams. Well, that's not my opinion anymore, even though we're still early into the season. I think Purdue is one of those teams. Yes. I don't know that Indiana is one of the teams that can compete for a Big Ten title or even in the top 4 of the Big Ten. There are too many teams that are going to be good in this league, like Maryland, who beat the snot out of Ohio State, who I thought was going to be a decent team. The halftime score of that game was 50-17. Derek
kidding.
Queen, one of the guys, and I started going down the line last night. Derek Queen, Liam McNeely, oh gosh darn it, the other kid that's going to UConn, and then Badunga at Kansas.
Oh, Flory Badunga, yeah.
4 players that Indiana had a really good shot at, but will not have, but are all playing at other big-time institutions. Maryland looks really good. But you've got UCLA, Oregon, who's now 9-0 and ranked number 12 currently. They're the second highest ranked team in the Big Ten behind Purdue.
Michigan didn't see that one coming at all, mostly because we just didn't see them play very much. And and everything, it's a year-to-year deal now. I mean, you get yourself a couple of guys in the transfer portal, you completely change what you look like.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to this Saturday, the college football conference championships, partly to see where Indiana will wind up. Right now, they're slated to play Georgia, and that's if Georgia loses to Texas, that's where Indiana's going. Because those teams are not going to move. If you lose, if you're in it right now, but the one question I have, Bob, is SMU. SMU is ranked number 8. But they're playing a Clemson team that is not in the top 12.
Right. They could screw it all up.
That is the only thing that I don't know what would happen. Would they leave SMU alone where they are and just put Clemson in that bye spot? Or does SMU move down?
Yeah, that's a great question. One of the things that I think is kind of an unintended consequence of this whole expanded playoff is I think it's taken away a little bit of the importance of the conference championships. Would you agree with that? Because listen to the Ward manual, nobody's going to move.
Right. And and for the most part, I agree with it, but there are instances where I don't, because now you have 2 conferences that are sitting with potential winners that are outside of the top 12 right now.
Right.
One of them is going to get an automatic bye, not just into the playoffs, but a bye. Yeah. I do not agree with that.
Yeah, I think there are some problems with the system.
Yeah.
I
understand they don't want there to be 4 Big Ten teams or 4 SEC teams getting 4 byes. I know what they're trying to do. But I think you have to be ranked, you cannot be outside of the top 12 to get a damn bye. That means your conference is weak.
Right. I agree with you there. Absolutely.
What's up with you? I know you got a lot going on, covering the Colts, covering the Pacers, covering the Hoosiers.
Well, it's kind of a weird week, because IU football is off. Colts have the bye. So it's been a pretty unproductive week for your boy. I think I want to jump on the Pacers and what the hell's wrong with them.
Yeah.
They are an unholy mess right now. And I realize that injuries have taken something of a toll, but man, Halliburton just does not look right. Miles is not playing great. The only guy on that team who's really been himself has been Pascal Siakam, but other than that, guys are not playing the way they played last year, and I don't know how you fix it. I don't think a trade down the road necessarily makes sense, but they've got to pull it together, or they're going to end up on the outside looking in.
Absolutely, and it's shocking because right now they're in the midst of the in-season tournament in which they are 0-4.
Right.
I believe they won the in-season tournament last year, didn't they?
They finished second to Lake.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, last year they really used it as a springboard. They've had a really good regular season, obviously an incredible playoff run. I think playing in those types of games help prepare them for the playoffs. I don't know what's going on with this group. I wish I did. But it all starts with Tyrese. And when Tyrese's brain is somewhere else, I don't know how you turn this thing around. I think it's got to be something within the team now as it's currently structured.
Sounds like a Queen song. Turn this thing around. Turn this thing around.
I'm sorry I brought it up.
So is everyone else. Let's see. Hoops. We've tried. I'm trying to make sure we cover everything. It's still early in the basketball.
Purdue opens tonight at Penn State. That should be a W. What else is going on? I mean, with the bye and with the Hoosiers off this week, it's just a little slow. I'm sitting here thinking, what am I going to write this week? So give me a column idea.
Well, Indiana basketball plays Friday.
Right.
So you've got that go. The college football playoffs, you're going to know who's going where for the most part, I think, after Saturday night. But
yeah,
like
when are they going to announce it? Sunday
at noon, I believe.
Okay.
So you don't have to wait long to find out. It is going to be interesting to see what they do with. Well, I think they're praying for SMU to win.
SMU, yes.
Please win, and just we don't have to change anything that way.
Right.
How about the possibility of Indiana going down and playing between the hedges in Athens, Georgia?
That would be quite the prize for for having a miraculous season. I mean, that good luck. I mean, I think they could be competitive.
Oh, I do too. I mean, and then the other option is go to Austin, Texas, and play.
I know
in Texas. They kind of like their football down there.
Yeah, just a little bit. No, look, wherever they go, who the hell cares? It's Indiana in the CFP, and celebrate, baby. I mean, we've never had it this good, really since '67. So, as an Indiana grad, I'm enjoying the living hell out of this.
Me, you know what? I'm not supposed to, but
I know I'm not either.
I'm not gonna lie. Football season's been fun, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy your weekend. I hope it's a fun one.
All right, man. You be well.
Bob Kravitz from BobKravitz.com. Make sure you are being a subscriber and keeping up with all of his great content. Hello, sports fans. Jim Coyle with Indiana Sports Beat Radio. Thank you for stopping by our YouTube channel. Make sure to hit the subscribe and notifications toggle so you never miss a thing. All of our content up here every day. Looking forward to it. Thank you, and we'll see you on the radio. If you're looking for a great gift for the Indiana sports fan in your life, just go to isbradio.itemorder.com and you'll find plenty of options, including sweatshirts, hoodies, t-shirts, pullovers, caps, and much more, including our Welcome to the SIG 10 line that benefits the local Boys and Girls Club. That's isbradio.itemorder.com. isbradio.itemorder.com.